I wanna know who invented the wheel. Tell me who discovered steel. It was the wheel and the steel that causes pain, that made the car, that took her away. I wanna know who invented the wheel. I wanna know who found the rock. Tell me who laid the blacktop. It was the rock and the blacktop that caused this pain, that made the road for the car, that took her away. I wanna know who invented the wheel. Somebody give me a name. I just need someone to blame for all of this heartache and pain I've been feeling since she let me go. I wanna know, I wanna know who invented the time I didn't spend when she was mine. It was all that time I didn't take before the rock and the blacktop that made the highway for the wheel and the steel and the car that took her away. Somebody give me a name. I just need someone to blame for all of this heartache and pain I've been feeling since she let me go. I wanna know. I wanna know, yeah. I wanna know, yeah. I wanna know who invented the wheel. Now I grew up down an old dirt road in a town you wouldn't know. My pops picked the place up for $1,500 back in 1964. My grandfather was a drinker back in the day, put him down. But a war is known to change a man, and the whiskey's known to change a man. That's not me. I rarely drink from the bottle, but I'll smoke a little weed. I still live in the sticks where you wouldn't go, in a town of 1,200 off an old dirt road, and a country boy is all I'll ever be. Now it's been 12 years since I sold my soul to the devil in LA. He said, sign your name here on the dotted line, and your songs, they all will play. He set up shop on Sunset, he put me up at the Marquee. He said, you wanna sell 1,000,000 records, boy? You better listen to me. He said, change your style, whiten your smile.
You could lose a couple of pounds. If you want to live this life, you better lose that wife. Do you need your friends around?
I said, no, that's not me. 'Cause the biggest things in life are your friends and family. And I like my jeans and my old t-shirts, and a couple extra pounds never really hurt. 'Cause a country boy is all I'll ever be. 'Cause Hank taught me just how to stay alive. You never catch me out the house without my 9 or 45. I got a big orange tractor and a diesel truck. And my idea of heaven's chasing whitetail bucks. And as a country boy, I know I can survive. Now 2 flags fly above my land and really sum up how I feel. One is the colors that fly high and proud, the red, the white, the blue. The other one's got a rattlesnake with a simple statement made. Don't tread on me is what it says, and I'll take that to my grave. Because this is me. I'm proud to be American and strong in my belief. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again, 'cause I've never needed government to hold my hand. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again, 'cause my family's always fought and died to save this land. And a country boy is all I'll ever be.
I love my country. I love my guns. I love my family. I love the way it is now. And anybody that tries to change it has to come through me. That should be all of our attitudes. Is this is America, and a country boy's good enough for me, son.
I woke up crying late at night when I was very young. I had dreamed my father had passed away and gone. My world revolved around him. I couldn't lie there anymore. So I made my way down the mirrored hall and tapped upon his door. And I said, Daddy, I'm so afraid. How will I go on with you gone that way? Don't want to cry anymore, so may I stay with you? And he said, that's my job. That's what I do. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you safe with me. That's my job, you see. Later we barely got along, this teenage boy and he. Most of the fights, it seems, were over different dreams we each held for me. He wanted knowledge and learning. I wanted to fly out west. I said, I could make it out there if I just had the fare. I got half, will you loan me the rest? And I said, Daddy, I'm so afraid there's no guarantee in the plans I've made. And if I should fail, who will pay my way back home? And he said, that's my job. That's what I do. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you safe with me. That's my job, you see. Every person carves his spot and fills the hole with light. And I pray someday I might light as bright as he. Woke up early one bright fall day to spread the tragic news. After all my travel, I settled down within a mile or two. I make my living with words and rhyme, and all this tragedy should go into my head and out instead as bits of poetry. But I say, Daddy, I'm so afraid, how will I go on with you gone this way? How can I come up with a song to say I love you? That's my job. That's what I do. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you safe with me. That's my job, you see. Everything I do is because of you, to keep you safe with me.
I feel tears welling up cold and deep inside, like my heart sprung a big break, and the stab of loneliness sharp and painful that I may never shake. Now you might say that I was taking it hard since you wrote me off with a call, but don't you wager that I'll hide the sorrow when I'm right down and bow. Now the race is on and here comes pride up the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. My tears are holding back. They're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running. True love scratched for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all. One day I ventured in love, never once suspecting what the final results would be. How I lived in fear of waking up each morning and finding that you'd gone from me. There's aching and pain in my heart, for the day was the one that I headed to face. Somebody new came up to win her, and I came out in second place. Now the race is on and here comes pride up the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. My tears are holding back. They're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running. True love scratched for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all.
gonna down this cup of coffee, burn a cigarette. I'm gonna find a way to this day start again. There's a million miles ahead of me till I get back to Tennessee. This old truck knows the way to where I long to be. I'm gonna drive back to your arms and hold you all night long. 'Cause after all, the catching up is the best part of being gone. Where the sun comes up at 10 and it goes back down at 2. I set the clock back to loving time for me and you. We'll get lost in the shadow of the Smokies beneath those southern pines, back on eastern mountain time. That Frisco Bay will take your breath away this time of year, and the snow up on the Rockies made me wish you were here. 'Cause you're what keeps me moving on, right back where I belong. And these 18 wheels are humming that old homesick song. I'm gonna drive back to your arms and hold you all night long. 'Cause after all, the catching up is the best part of being gone. Where the sun comes up at 10 and it goes back down at 2. I set the clock back to loving time for me and you. We'll get lost in the shadow of the Smokies beneath those southern pines, back on eastern mountain time. Drive back to your arms and hold you all night long. 'Cause after all, catching up is the best part of being gone. Where the sun comes up at 10 and it goes back down at 2. I set the clock back to loving time for me and you. We'll get lost in the shadow of the Smokies beneath those southern pines, back on eastern mountain time, back on eastern mountain time, back on eastern mountain time. We get lost in the Smokies, back on eastern mountain time.
On a park bench, the old man sat and stared into yesterday. I sat down beside him, said, "Thank God for this quiet place." Between the wife and the kids, the TV and the phone, seems there's something always going on. He said, "Son, if you think this is quiet, you should follow me home. You ain't heard nothing yet till you've lived in a house by yourself, when silence is all you've got left, in the rooms where your babies have slept. So don't wish for something you will regret, 'cause you ain't heard nothing yet. The old man kept talking, painting pictures from his memories. Did he drag out his past for himself, or was it for me? His eyes came alive. He spoke of dancing with his wife and playing ball with his two little boys. He said, "Son, what I remember as music, your calling noise. You ain't heard nothing yet, till you've lived in a house by yourself, when silence is all you've got left, in the room where your babies have slept. So don't wish for something you will regret, 'cause you ain't heard nothing yet. We'll all rest in peace on that you can bet. Oh, you ain't heard nothing yet.
Need a little time off for bad behavior. The devil in me done been asleep too long. I need a little time off for bad behavior. It looks like I've been too good for too long. Well, I'm up and gone at the break of dawn. I've been working like a regular dog to keep my woman and the lights and the water and the phone turned on. I've been saying yes sir all day at work. I've been saying yes ma'am at home. I've been storing up the cuss words, keeping them under my tongue. I need a little time off for bad behavior. The devil in me done been asleep too long. I need a little time off for bad behavior. It looks like I've been too good for too long. I've had this number on my mind a while. I've been fighting off the urge to call. A pretty little strawberry blonde with a southern drawl. Some good old boys called from Alabama, said the fish has been a-missing me, and I need to renew my friendship with Jim Beam. I need a little time off for bad behavior. The devil in me done been asleep too long. I need a little time off for bad behavior. It looks like I've been too good for too long. Need a little time off for bad behavior. in me done finished sleep too long. I need a little time off for bad behavior. It looks like I've been too good for too long. I need a little time off for bad behavior. The devil in me done finished sleep too long. I've got to have a little time off for bad behavior. That hot old summer sun make you beg for your next breath. So you best be on the creek bank laid in the shade, chewing on a hickory twig. Pass that bottle, I'll have me a swig. I ain't got a lot, but I think I got it made in the shade. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind, catching these fish like they're going out of style, drinking this homemade wine. Hey, if the sun don't come up tomorrow, people, I have had a good time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. I bet the old man's in the kitchen. He's got my kind of music on his radio. Oh, drinking his beer and dialing up the request lines. Mama and old Aunt Joan probably in the dining room trying to use the phone. Me, I'm thinking about that girl and later tonight. Oh yeah. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. Hey, I'm catching these fish like they're going out of style. I'm drinking this homemade wine. And if the sun don't come up tomorrow, people, I have had a good time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. You know the rednecks and the preppies, they're in their discos and honky-tonks, somewhere between raising hell and amazing grace. Lord, I know just how they feel. You gotta get out and kick up your heels. And ain't it great to be living in the USA? Me, I'm laid up here in a country state of mind, catching these fish like they're going out of style, drinking this homemade wine all the time. If the sun don't shine tomorrow, people, I have had a good time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind.
I know where that gunner is.
Oh-de-lay, oh-de-lay, oh-de-lay.
Waiting in the front yard, sitting on a log, single-shot rifle and a one-eyed dog. Yonder come my kinfolks in the moonlight, Louisiana Saturday night. Hey, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, kick off your shoes and throw 'em in the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. brother Jack. Belly full of beer and a possum in the sack. 15 kids in the front porch light. Louisiana Saturday night. Hey, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and throw 'em in the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night. When the kin folks leave and the kids get fed, me and my woman gonna sneak off to bed. Have a little fun when we turn out the light. Louisiana Saturday night. Hey, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and throw 'em in the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night. Hey, you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow. Kick off your shoes and throw 'em in the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night.
I bring it up, you're quick to cover it all up again. Thought we were friends, what are friends for? The old bones in your closet must really embarrass you. And so to save face, it's a locked place. I don't see why you don't get naked with me. Get all the little secrets out in the open air. 'Cause we won't ever be all that we could be as long as you won't get naked with me. From all this holding back, there's something in your past seems to haunt you. For better or for worse, I say I meant it through and through. No one has ever loved you more than I do. I do. I don't see why you don't get naked with me. Get all the little secrets out in the open air. 'Cause we won't ever be all that we could be as long as you won't get naked with me. Everybody say, I don't see why you don't get naked with me. Get all the little secrets out in the open air. We can't ever be all we could be as long as you won't get naked with me. Naked with me. I don't see why you don't get naked with me. Get all the little secrets that you got out in the open air. We won't ever be all that we could be as long as you won't get naked with me. Naked with me. It won't be long.
15 years together, we climbed my working will from a simple two-room cottage to a mansion on a hill. Now there's roses in in the garden, but it's the coldest place in town. It took 15 years going up, but one night coming down. 15 years of heaven for one short night of sin. From blue skies forever to an end. From high on a mountain to both knees on the ground. 15 years going up and one night coming down. Her dreams have all been shattered. Her faith in me is gone. My tears tell her I'm sorry, but they can't right my wrong. One night wrote my story, how a man can lose it all. After 15 years going up, it's hard to take a fall. 15 years of heaven for one short night of sin. From blue skies forever to an end. From high on a mountain to both knees on the ground. 15 years going up and one night coming down. I've been 15 years going up and one night coming down.
Blue Kentucky highway, heading for the line. She hadn't said a word all night, but the wheels are turning in her mind. Now I was riding shotgun, and I knew things had gone right. Just as soon as she dropped me off at the side of the road, and she let that gravel fly. Now I'm walking in the moonlight, seeing nothing but the tail lights. And that's a pair of tail lights I may never see again. She hit me with her left and right, showing me nothing but the tail lights. And that's about as lonely as a highway's ever been. Back here with my thumb out in the wind. Was it something that I did to her, or the things I never said? I wonder if the way we were was only in my head. Now if I even make it back to town before the sun comes up, I'm gonna hit every parking spot around till I find that pickup truck. Now I'm talking in the moonlight, seeing nothing but the tail lights. And that's a pair of tail lights I may never see again. She hit me with her left and right, showing me nothing but the tail lights. That's about as lonely as a highway's ever been. Back here with my thumb out in the wind. Well, I'll bet right now she's laughing at how she brought me to my knees. But she won't be laughing half as loud when she gives me back my keys. She'll be walking in the moonlight, seeing nothing but the tail lights. That's a pair of tail lights she won't ever see again. She hit me with her left hand
tail lights. I know that's about as lonely as the highway's ever been. Back here with my thumb out in the wind. There she goes. Here I come. Leave me out here in the middle of nowhere. Drive this.
Hey Porter, would you tell me the time? How much longer will it be till we cross that Mason-Dixon line? At daylight, would you tell that engineer to slow it down? Or better still, just stop the train, 'cause I want to look around. Hey Porter, what time did you say? How much longer will it be till I can see the light of day? When we hit Dixie, will you tell that engineer to ring his bell and ask everybody that ain't asleep to stand right up and yell? Hey Porter, it's getting light outside. This old train is puffing smoke and I have to strain my eyes. But ask that engineer if he will blow his whistle, please, 'cause I smell frost on cotton leaves and I feel that southern breeze. Hey Porter, please get my bags for me. I need nobody to tell me now that we're in Tennessee. Go tell that engineer to make that lonesome whistle scream. We're not so far from home, so take it easy on the steam. Hey Porter, please open up the door. When they stop this train, I'm gonna get off first, 'cause I can't wait no more. Tell that engineer I said thanks a lot and I didn't mind the fare. I'm gonna set my feet on southern soil and breathe that southern air.
Shotgun Willie sits around in his underwear, biting on a bullet, pulling out all of his hair. A Shotgun Willie's got all of his family there. Well, you can't make a record if you ain't got nothing to say. You can't make a record if you ain't got nothing to say. Play music if you don't know nothing to play. A Shotgun Willie sits around in his underwear, biting on a bullet and pulling out all of his hair. A Shotgun Willie's got all of his family there. Working for the Ku Klux Klan. A 6'5" John T. was a hell of a man. Made a lot of money selling sheets on the family plan. A shotgun Willie sits around in his underwear, biting on a bullet and pulling out all of his hair. A shotgun Willie's got all of his family there.
Help, help, help snap out loneliness, bring back the happy that we had before. Let's all get together tonight and begin by lining the ladies up next to the men. Then 2 by 2, let's march day and night till loneliness leaves us and goes outside. Help, help, help stamp out loneliness. Help, help, help bring back happiness. Help, help, help stamp out loneliness. Bring back the happy that we had before. Go search every tavern and night spot in town, 'cause that's where the most of the lonely are found. Tell them the lonely are meeting tonight. Come join in the start of the world's biggest fight. Help, help, help snap out loneliness. Help, help, help bring back happiness. Help, help, help snap out loneliness. Bring back the happy that we had before. Now somewhere in your town this very night, there's broken hearts wishing with all of their might that someone might lead them back to love's shore, so they can be happy like they were before. Help, help, help snap out loneliness. Help, help, help bring back happiness. Help, help, help snap out loneliness. Bring back the happy that we had before. Help, help, help snap out loneliness. Help, help, help bring back happiness. Help, help, help snap out loneliness.
Some men look for diamonds, some men look for gold. I'm just trying to find myself before I get too old. Different people have their ways of measuring success. Maybe it's not the right way, but wrong's what I do best. Oh well, I walk the straight and narrow, straight to where I don't belong. One time I even tried to love one woman, but that didn't last too long. If my ship was docking in the east, you can bet I'd be heading west, right in the wrong direction, 'cause wrong's what I do best. When I'm down and out and kicked about, I feel right at home. When I got the blues and it's all bad news, that's when I'm in my comfort zone. Well, if they held a there'd be no contest. 'Cause I've had lots of practice, and wrong's what I do best. If my ship was docking in the east, you can bet I'd be heading west. I'm right in the wrong direction, 'cause wrong's what I do best. Right in the wrong direction, 'cause wrong's what I do best.
Just got the news today. The record I sent them, they threw it away. Don't fit the format, don't make the list. They say I'm too old, won't even be missed. It happened to Jones and even the Hag, Waylon and Willie and the great Johnny Cash. Kicked them right out without even a word. But that ain't the end of the story I heard. 'Cause Cash stomped out the footlights, and Haggard Plum had a ball. And Willie and Waylon and Chris toured the nation, and Jones never showed up at all. Well, they lived what they wrote, and they wrote what they sang, and getting kicked out of country didn't hurt a thing. Getting kicked out of country didn't hurt a thing. I just wrote a new song today. Pulled out my old guitar and I started to play, pressing my fingers into the strings. I felt the feelings a country song brings. I did some Jones and one for the Hag, Waylon and Willie and the great Johnny Cash. They all got kicked out of country back then. And then one day country came calling again. And Cash stomped out the footlights, and Haggard Plum had a ball. And Willie and Waylon and Chris toured the nation, and Jones showed up after all. They lived what they wrote, and they wrote what they sang. Getting kicked out of country didn't hurt a thing. Getting kicked out of country didn't hurt a thing. Well, it don't really matter, 'cause I ain't gonna change. So getting kicked out of country won't hurt a thing.
I call my baby to try to get a date. My boss says, no dice, son, you gotta work late. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Well, my mom and papa told me, son, you gotta make some money. If you wanna use a car to go riding next Sunday. Well, I didn't go to work, told the boss I was sick. Now you can't use a car 'cause you didn't work a lick. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. I'm gonna take 2 weeks, gonna have a vacation. I'm gonna take my problem to the United Nations. Well, I called my congressman and he said, quote, I'd like to help you, son, but you're too young to vote. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. About working all summer just to try and earn a dollar. Sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Yeah, sometimes I wonder what I'm gonna do, 'cause there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. No, there ain't no cure for the summertime blues.
She always was the gentle kind. She's hoping I'll hear it from a friend somewhere. She's hoping I'll read between the lines. But it comes as no surprise, 'cause she told me with her eyes. So watch her untie the tie that binds. She's got a single thing
I was heading for the bus, and another one night stand, when he came up all starry-eyed with my picture in his hand. Said, mister, I know by heart every song you do. When I grow up I want to sing and be just like you. Then he asked me how I wrote those songs, where do the words come from? I fumbled for an answer, but I could not think of one. Then I shook his hand. The driver said, load up, it's time to leave. Then on the bus I scribbled down these thoughts that came to me. I'm just a bottle that pours the wine, a fragile vessel of melody and rhyme. Put me on a pedestal, I'll fall and shatter every time. 'Cause I'm just a bottle that pours the wine. Tonight we play another show down in San Antonio. For only folks that come to hear, I'll sing a brand new song. It'll tell you where I'm coming from more than anything. I'm gonna give it all I got when I stand up there and sing. I'm just a bottle that pours the wine, a fragile vessel of melody and rhyme. Put me on a pedestal, I'll fall and shatter every time. I'm just the bottle that pours the wine.
Miracles appear in the strangest of places. Fancy me finding you here.
The last time I saw you was just out of Houston. Let me sit down and buy you a beer.
Your presence is welcome with me and my friend here. For this is a hangout of mine.
We come here quite often and listen to music and to taste
yesterday's wine.
Yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. We're aging with time, like yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. We're aging with time, like yesterday's wine.
You give the appearance of one widely traveled. Lord, I bet you've seen things in your time.
Come sit down here with us and tell us your story.
If it's true, you like yesterday's wine.
Yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. We're aging with time, like yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. We're aging with time,
Like yesterday's wine.
yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. We're aging with time, like yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. Yesterday's wine. We're aging with time,
Like yesterday's wine.
aging with time, like yesterday's wine.
Dark cloud hanging over me. When will it go away? Rain is in my eyes and I can't see. Life's become just cloudy days. Why she done me like she's done, I guess I'll never know. She knows I need her more than anyone. I made a point to let it show. Cloudy days, don't the sun ever shine anymore? Stormy weather, will you always be around? When I'm down, I can't stand cloudy days. I recall a time when times were good. Lord, they seem so long ago. But you know they say if rain don't come, then love has no chance to grow.
cloudy days, don't the sun ever shine anymore? Stormy weather, will you always be around? When I'm down, I can't stand cloudy days. Papa top again. I've just got time for one more round. Set 'em up, my friend. Then I'll be gone and you can let some other fool sit down. I'd like for you to listen to a joke I heard today from a woman who said she was through and calmly walked away. I tried to smile and did a while, but it felt so out of place. Did you ever hear of a clown with teardrops streaming down his face? Papa top again. I think I'll have another round. Set 'em up, my friend. Then I'll be gone and you can let some other fool sit down. Home for me is misery, and here I'm wasting time. 'Cause a row of fools on a row of stools is not what's on my mind. But then you see her leaving me is not what I prefer. So it's either here just drinking beer or home remembering her. Papa top again. I think I'll have another round. Set 'em up, my friend. Then I'll be gone and you can let some other fool sit down. Papa top again.
We didn't know the times were lean. Around our house the grass was green. It didn't seem like things were all that bad. I bet we walked 1,000 miles, chopping cotton and pushing plows, and learning how to give it all we had. As life went on and years went by, I saw the light in Daddy's eyes and felt the love in Mama's hands. They kept us warm and kept us fed, and taught us how to look ahead. Now looking back, I understand. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten.
Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. When Sunday mornings rolled around, we dressed up in hand-me-downs, just in time together with the church. Sometimes I think how long it's been and how it impressed me then. It was the only day my daddy wouldn't work. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Those fertile fields are never far away. We were walking in high cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Leaving home was the hardest thing we ever faced. Walking in high cotton.
Well, I was thumbing from Montgomery. I had my guitar on my back when a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac. He was dressed like 1950, half drunk and hollow-eyed. He said, "It's a long walk to Nashville. Would you like to ride, son?" When I sat down in the front seat, he turned on the radio, and them sad old songs coming out of them speakers was solid country gold. Then I noticed the stranger was ghost white pale when he asked me for a light, and I knew there was something strange about this ride. He said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings?" He said, "Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? 'Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." Then he cried just south of Nashville, and he turned that car around. He said, "This is where you get off, boy, 'cause I'm going back to Alabama." As I stepped out of that Cadillac, I said, "Mister, many thanks." He said, "You don't have to call me Mister. The whole world called me Hank." He said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings?" He said, "Lord, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? 'Cause if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride." He said, "Drifter, can you make folks cry when you play and sing? Have you paid your dues? Can you moan the blues? Can you bend them guitar strings?" He said, "Boy, can you make folks feel what you feel inside? But if you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride. If you're big star bound, let me warn you, it's a long, hard ride."
Harry Truman was our president. A Coke and burger cost you 30 cents. I was still in love with Mavis Brown on the night Hank Williams came to town. I Love Lucy debuted on TV. That was one big event we didn't see, 'cause no one stayed at home for miles around. It was the night Hank Williams came to town. Mama ironed my shirt and Daddy let me take the truck. I drove on out to Grapevine and picked old Mavis up. We hit that county line for one quick round. On the night Hank Williams came to town, 1,000 people sweltered in the gym. Then I heard someone whisper, "Hey, that's him." That's when the crowd let out this deafening sound. It was the night Hank Williams came to town.
On and on he sang into the night. Jambalaya, cheating heart, I saw the light. And how'd they get Miss Audrey in that gown?
On the night Hank Williams came to town. Mavis had her picture made with Hank out by his car. She said he sure is humble for a Grand Ole Opry star. Mavis said, why don't we hang around? It ain't often that Hank Williams comes to town. While Hank signed his autograph on Beulah Reisner's fan, Mavis got acquainted with the Drifting Cowboys band. The effect on all our lives was quite profound. On the night Hank Williams came to town.
Remember, friends and neighbors, Hank Williams and all the Drifting Cowboys will be at the high school gym in person for one show only this Saturday night. The big 2-hour show starts at 7:30. Tickets are just $1.50. You get your money's worth the first 15 minutes, and the rest is free. That's Saturday night. Advance tickets on sale now at Renfro's Drugstore, Donut Heaven, and here at the radio station. Hank Williams, all the Drifting
Cowboys. You can find me in a dim lighted barroom. If your cold is sure to ever turn warm, but the chances of you ever changing are as slim as your two loving arms. So I'm turning off a memory as quickly as time will allow. I'm turning off a memory, and the wine seems to help me somehow. So if I'm lucky, I'll someday forget you. When the wine finally takes full control, it's not much of a future to look to, but I can't stand this pain in my soul. So I'm turning on
a memory. As quickly as time went around, I'm turning off a memory, and the wine seems to help me somehow, and the wine seems to help me somehow.
Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, all but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. Third boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Oh, worn out suit and shoes, I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of their children and all of their names, every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, all but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of their children and all of their names, every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, all but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bit room. I'm a man of means, by no means king of the road. King of the road. King of the road.
I used to think money could buy anything, but just look at my life, I've lived in vain. I spent all my to get things my way, not knowing that I would regret it someday. These are the lessons I've learned the hard way, torn from the pages of life, torn from the pages of life. My greatest blessing was a pretty young girl, sent like the sunshine to brighten my world. But foolishly I drove her out of my life, and no amount of money can make her my wife. These are the lessons I've learned the hard way, torn from the pages of life, torn from the pages of life. With deepest regret, my debts I must pay, 'cause my love and fortune I threw away. Like a fool in his folly that's wasted his life, rewarded by heartaches, trouble, and strife. These are the lessons I've learned the hard way, torn from the pages of life, torn from the pages of life.
If you're gonna play the jukebox, would you kindly keep it country? 'Cause I'm feeling so lonely tonight. Oh, please play a sad song about a heart that's just been stepped on. Would you kindly keep it country for me tonight? I'd get off this bar stool if you'd play something we could dance to, a song about love that's gone astray. Oh, I love to hear them say about the misery and hate. Would you kindly keep it country for me tonight? Oh, please play a sad song about a heart that's just been stepped on. Would you kindly keep it country for me tonight? Would you kindly keep it country for me
remember to this day the bright red Georgia clay and how it stuck to the tires after the summer rain. Well, power made that old car go. My roaming mind told me that so. How I wish that we were back on the road again. Me and you and a dog named Boo, traveling and living off the land. Me and you and a dog named Boo, how I love being a free man. I can still recall the wheat fields near St. Paul, and the morning we got caught robbing from an old hen. Old MacDonald, he made us work, but then he paid us for what it was worth. Another tank of gas and back on the road again. Me and you and a dog named Boo, traveling and living off the land. Me and you and a dog named Boo, how I love being a free man. I'll never forget that day we motored stately into big L.A. The lights of the city put the settling down into my brain. It's only been a month or so, but that old car's a begging us to go. Gotta get away and get back on the road again. Me and you and a dog named Boo, traveling and living off the land. Me and you and a dog named Boo, how I love being a free man. Me and you and a dog named Boo, traveling and living off the land.
You don't need diamonds or big fancy cars. You say you're happy right where you are.
We're bound together by a little gold band.
You're my kind of woman.
You're my kind of man.
Oh, living without you is my only fear. You still drive me crazy when I hold you near.
My body trembles with the touch of your hand.
You're my kind of woman.
You're my kind of man.
You're my kind of woman. You're my kind of man. A match made in heaven by God's gentle hands. I'll love you forever. Together we'll stand. You're my kind of woman.
by God's gentle hands. I love you forever, together we'll stand. You're my kind of woman,
You're my kind of man.
you're my kind of woman,
And you're my kind of man.
Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me. I'm drowning in a whiskey river, bathing my memory mind in the wetness of its soul. Feeling the amber current flowing from my mind, and warm and empty heart you left so cold. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me. Drowning in a whiskey river, bathing my memory mind in the wetness of its soul. Feeling the amber current flowing from my mind, and warm and empty heart you left so cold. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me. Whiskey River, take my mind. Don't let her memory torture me. Whiskey River, don't run dry. You're all I got, take care of me.
I can't see you in my arms anymore.
And I can't see me without you.
Is it day? Is it night? Am I losing my sight? Is it over? Are we really through? I can't see you in my arms anymore. and I can't see me without you. I can't see me without you to lean on, and I can't see you leaving or gone. I could never see anything you wanted me to, and I can't see me without you. I see the house we once called our home, and I see the door you walked through. I see the road you're leaving me on, but I can't see me without you. I can't see me without you to lean on, and I can't see you leaving or gone. I could never see anything you wanted me to, and I can't see me without you.
Oh, this thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, how much to get around of it ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. Well, this thing called love, it cries in a cradle all night. It swings, it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. Well, there goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot and cold fever. She leaves me in a cool, cool sweat. I gotta be cool, relax, get hit, get on that track, take a back seat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. Get here, get on that track, take a back seat, a hitchhike, to take a little long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, how much to get around to it, I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. 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 Hey, crazy little thing called love.
Well, I left Kentucky back in '49 and went to Detroit working on assembly line. The first year they had me putting wheels on Cadillacs. Every day I'd watch them beauties roll by, and sometimes I'd hang my head and cry, 'cause I always wanted me one that was long and black. One day I devised myself a plan that should be the envy of most any man. I'd sneak it out of there in a lunchbox in my hand. Now, getting caught meant getting fired, but I figured I'd have it all by the time I retired. I'd have me a car worth at least $100,000. I'd get it one piece at a time, and it wouldn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. So the very next day when I punched in with my big lunchbox and with help from my friend, I left that day with a lunchbox full of gears. I've never considered myself a thief, but GM wouldn't miss just one little piece, especially if I strung it out over several years. The first day I got me a fuel pump, and the next day I got me an engine and a trunk, then I got me a transmission and all the chrome. The little things I could get in my big lunchbox, like nuts and bolts and all four shocks, but the big stuff we snuck out my buddy's mobile home. Now up to now my plan went all right till we tried to put it all together one night, and that's when we noticed that something was definitely wrong. The transmission was a 53 and the motor turned out to be a 73, and when we tried to put in the bolts, all the holes were gone. So we drilled it out so that it would fit, and with a little bit of help from an adapter kit, we had that engine running just like a song. Now the headlights, there was another sight. We had two on the left and one on the right, but when we pulled out the switch, all three of them come on. The back end looked kind of funny too, but we put it together, and when we got through, well, that's when we noticed that we only had one tail fin. About that time, my wife walked out, and I could see in her eyes that she had her doubts, but she opened the door and said, "Honey, take me for a spin." So we drove uptown just to get the tags, and I headed to ride on down Main Drag. I could hear everybody laughing for blocks around. But up there at the courthouse, they didn't laugh, 'cause to type it up, it took the whole staff, and when they got through, the title weighed 60 pounds. I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime. You'll know it's me when I come through your town. I'm gonna ride around in style, I'm gonna drive everybody wild, 'cause I'll have the only one there is around. Yeah, Red Rider, this is the Cottonmouth in the Psycho Billy Cadillac, come on. This is the Cottonmouth, and negatory on the cost of this machine there, Red Rider. You might say I went right up to the factory and picked it up. It's cheaper that way. What model is it? Well, it's a 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile. It's a 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70
Baby wants me to go cold turkey, bone dry. No Jack Daniels, no Jim Beam whiskey, bone dry. No stopping after work for a beer with the guys. Nothing in the morning to open my eyes. It's hard coming down from a permanent high. Bone dry. I got my doubts if I can make it a bone dry. Bone dry. It's a crazy world, I don't know if I can take it a bone dry. Bone dry. It's only been an hour, I'm starting to shake. 60 more minutes and I know I'll break. How much more of this hell can I say? Bone dry. Well, bone dry, why am I dry as a bone? Why'd I ever say I'd ever leave it alone? Break down, shake down, laying in bed. Covers are soaking, I'm down near dead, and I'm bone dry. Bone dry. Baby took a look at her cold turkey, bone dry. Bone dry. I tried to smile, but my mouth wouldn't work, and I was bone dry. Bone dry. Well, this is one promise that I'm gonna keep. Unless I get lucky and die in my sleep, one way or the other, I'm gonna be bone dry. Well, bone dry, why am I dry as a bone? Why'd they ever say I'd ever leave it alone? Break down, shake down, laying in bed. The covers are soaked and I'm down there dead. Bone dry, bone dry, bone dry, bone dry.
Now I lay me down to cheat on the woman I love so. And if I die between these sheets, I pray to God she'll never know. She's the best thing in his life. Why, she worships the ground that he walks on. She waits up for him at night and worries until he's safely home. She always believes his stories about working overtime. And in 20 years beside him, cheating's never crossed her mind. Oh, but it crossed his early last summer. In the person of a neighbor she still calls her friend. And with a little push from drinking one too many one night in the fall, he gave in. And now he wishes he could stop himself, but there's no easy way. So he lays down with his lover and silently he prays. Now I lay me down to cheat on the woman I love so. If I die between these sheets, I pray to God she'll never know. In his heart and soul, he knew that he was playing a game he could never win. But you know, forbidden fruit is sweet. Why, it was sweet enough to make him risk it all again. And now he's given up on looking for a way to fight the feeling. So he prays this simple prayer and hopes it makes it past the motel ceiling. Now I lay me down to cheat on the woman I love so. And if I die between these sheets, I pray to God she'll never know.
Here's what we do for the young lad and for everybody else, called the IRS. Well, you can tell the boys that the IRS is on board. Hell, I've had enough. The way the big man rakes it in, the little man coughs it up. Well, the fight keeps getting bigger, and the paycheck's getting small. You know the IRS, they ain't gonna rest till they think they've got it all. They got the bluff on a lot of folks, but honeys, I ain't one. From now on, keep 'em up pay, ain't gonna deduct none. Take the 1044s and shove 'em straighten out their own damn the IRA. How can I keep my arm around my woman with Uncle Sam's hand in my pants? If I can't pay the fiddler, how the hell am I gonna dance? I don't mind kicking in my fair share. I might even back up and say yes. But the big man plays while the little folks pay, so to hell with the IRS. Take out the blood from a lot of folks, but honeys, I ain't one. From now on, keep up my pay, ain't gonna deduct none. Take your 1040 forms and shove 'em, straighten out your own damn mess. You can write me off, 'cause I ain't giving a dime to the IRS. Hell on! Hell on! Yeah, you can write me off, 'cause I ain't giving a dime to the IRS.
We're all polyester poets and pickers of a kind, with far too many questions for the answers in our minds.
Stranded in the middle, one that's black and white, somewhere between ragged and right.
Somewhere between ragged and right,
Like a busload of taxi drivers learning how to fly.
we're on automatic pilot, drifting through our lives. Somewhere between ragged and right. Drugstore cowboys with silver spurs and leather vests, hillbilly Casanova's fastest guitars in the West.
We're tracking down the system, spoiling for a fight. Somewhere between ragged and right.
Somewhere between ragged and right.
Like a busload of taxi drivers learning how to fly.
We're on automatic pilot, drifting through our lives. Somewhere between ragged and right. Somewhere between ragged and right.
It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Try as I may, I could never explain what I hear when you don't say a thing. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. A touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. Now you say it best when you say nothing at all. All day long I can hear people talking out loud. But when you hold me near, you drown out the crowd. Old Mr. Webster could never define what's being said between your heart and mine. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. A touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. Yeah, you say it best when you say nothing at all. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. A touch of your hand says you'll catch me if ever I fall. Yeah, you say it best when you say nothing at all.
People see us everywhere. They think you really care. But myself I can't deceive. I know it's only make believe. My one and only prayer is that someday you'll care. My hopes and my dreams come true. My one and only you. And no one will ever know how much I love you so. My only prayer will be that someday you'll care for me, but it's only make believe. My hopes and my dreams come true. My life I'd give for you. My heart a wedding ring. My all, my everything. My heart I can't control. You rule my very soul. My only prayer will be that someday you'll care for me, but it's only make believe. My one and only prayer is that someday you'll care. My hopes, my dreams come true. My one and only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. My prayers, my hopes, and my schemes. You are my every dream, but it's only make
Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. Lord, have you forgotten me? I've been praying to you faithfully. I'm not saying I'm a righteous man, but Lord, I hope you understand. I don't need fortune and I don't need fame. Send down the thunder, Lord, send down the rain. But when you're planning just how it will be, plan a good day for me. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good. You've been the king since the dawn of time. All that I'm asking is a little less crime. It might be hard for the devil to do, but it would be easy for you. Lord, I hope this day is good. I'm feeling empty and misunderstood. I should be thankful, Lord, I know I should. But Lord, I hope this day is good.
You know, I hate to get to moving too fast.
There once was a musical troupe, a pickin', singing folk group. They sang the mountain ballads and the folk songs of our land. They were long on musical ability. Folks thought they would go far, but political incompatibility led to their downfall. Well, the one on the right was on the left, and the one in the middle was on the right, and the one on the left was in the middle, and the guy in the rear was a Methodist. This musical aggregation toured the entire nation, singing traditional ballads and the folk songs of our land. They performed with great virtuosity, and soon they were the rage. But political animosity prevailed upon the stage. Well, the one on the right was on the left, and the one in the middle was on the right, and the one on the left was in the middle, and the guy in the rear burned his driver's license. Well, the curtain had ascended, a hush fell on the crowd as thousands there were gathered to hear the folk songs of our land. But they took their politics seriously, and that night at the concert hall, as the audience watched deliriously, they had a free-for-all. Well, the one on the right was on the bottom, and the one in the middle was on the top, and the one on the left got a broken arm, and the guy on his rear said, "Oh dear." Now this should be a lesson if you plan to start a folk group. Don't go mixing politics with the folk songs of our land. Just work on harmony and diction, play your banjo well, and if you have political conviction, keep them to yourself. Now the one on the left works in a bank, and the one in the middle drives a truck. The one on the right's an all-night DJ, and the guy in the rear got drafted.
Pardon me, you left your tears on the jukebox, and I'm afraid they got mixed up with mine. I don't mean to cry, it's just that I noticed you going out of your mind. Looks like we're two of a kind. Let's fall to pieces together. Why should we both fall apart? Let's fall to pieces together right here in each other's arms. Alone is much better together. When the worst is still yet to come, so let's share the rest of the tears that are left from two hearts that just came undone. Why should we go crazy alone? Let's fall to pieces together right here in each other's arms.
I rushed home from work like I always do. I spend my whole day just thinking of you. When I walk through the front door, my whole life was changed. 'Cause nobody answered when I called. said you'd grown weary of living a lie. Oh, your love has ended, but mine still remains. But nobody answers when I call your name. Oh, the lonely sound of my voice calling is driving me insane. Just like rain, the tears keep falling, but nobody answers when I call your name. Oh, the lonely sound of my voice calling is driving me insane. Just like rain, the tears keep falling, but nobody answers when I call your name. Oh, nobody answers when I call your name.
I'm writing this song all about you. A sad song as real as my tears. There's no need to fear it, for no one will hear it. For sad songs and waltzes ain't selling this year. It's a good thing that I'm not a star. You don't know how lucky you are. Though my records may say it, no one will play it. For sad songs and waltzes ain't selling this year. I'll tell all about how you cheated. I'd like for the whole world to hear. I'd like to get even with you 'cause you're leaving. leaving, but sad songs and waltzes ain't selling this year. It's a good thing that I'm not a star. You don't know how lucky you are. Though my records may say it, no one will play it. For sad songs and waltzes ain't selling this year. No sad songs and waltzes ain't selling this year.
The old man from the mountains coming home, home, home. Thought I'd better warn you, so I called you on the phone. Get rid of Joe the grinder, you better be there alone. The old man from the mountains coming home. I've been working in a sawmill, I'm all uptight and tense. I got wind that someone's been digging under my back fence. Thought I'd better call y'all and let you know today the old man from the mountains on his way. Yeah, the old man from the mountains coming home, home, home. Thought I'd better warn you, so I called you on the phone. Get rid of Joe's grinder, you better be there alone. The old man from the mountains coming home. Wind it up, son, wind it up. I've been working my dang fool head off, all for $1 bill. I need a bunch of good loving, so I'm coming down the hill. Don't need no friendly Henry warming up my bed. And the old man from the mountains means what he said. Yeah, the old man from the mountains coming home, home, home. Thought I'd better warn you, so I called you on the phone. Get rid of Joe's grinder, you better be there alone. The old man from the mountains coming home. Wind it up, son, one more. Yeah, the old man from the mountains coming home, home, home. But I'd better warn you, so I called you on the phone. Get rid of Joe the grinder, you better be there alone. The old man from the mountains coming home.
You see that mountain over there? Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna climb that mountain.
Oh, play me some mountain music like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Then I'll float on down the river to a Cajun hideaway. Drift away like Tom Sawyer, ride a raft with old Huck Finn. Take a nap like Rip Van Winkle, daydreaming again. Like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Then
feeling with lots of feeling, 'cause that's where music has to start. Oh, play me some mountain music like Grandma and Grandpa